Hey guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to another one of my Pretty Little Liar recaps. It's been a little too long since I've done one of these, and last night was the PLL special 5 years for. It was a really good episode. It's not like an episode, it was more like behind the scenes episode, I guess. But it was still really good. They showed us like some sneak peeks and like some clips. Hope you guys like the new setup that I have in the background. I don't know if it looks good or not, but I figure I try to change things up a bit. Anyway, let's get on to the recap. Can we first start off with the lady who was voiceovering before each break? There would be like some random lady voiceovering. It was like weird. It sounded like a DVD almost. And I guess because we're so used to hearing the guy's voice, you know, advertising the promos and whatnot. So it was kind of weird to me to hear the lady. I don't know. Was that just me? I don't know. Because in my notes, I put weird lady voiceover. Special episode, it was Marlene King interviewing Sasha Pieterse by herself, which was weird to see her not with the other girls. But anyway, she was by herself. And then in another room in Spencer's barn, there were Troy and Belisario, Lucy Hale, Shay Mitchell, and Ashley Benz. Oliver Goldstick was interviewing the PLL moms in one room, but also Nia Peoples wasn't there. He was also interviewing the PLL guys, Keegan Allen, Tyler Blackburn, and Ian Harding. I literally almost forgot their names for a second. I'm just gonna do like a quick rundown. Hannah, she is working for a fashion designer, and her and Caleb do move to New York, but she's always out of town and always flying back and forth, that they drifted apart. So there's no Hey Love, and now she's engaged to some guy that she met in Europe. She comes back to Rosewood with an engagement ring on. And I don't know how to feel about that because Hey Love is my other favorite ship other than Paley. But like, this is sad, man. It's sad. They're breaking up all the ships. Spencer and Toby, they're not together anymore too. Yeah, Toby stayed in Rosewood. He's still a cop. And Spencer went abroad to study. And then she's helping her mom with politics. Emily went to California. There was mention, this is like from a scene, I'll get to it later, but there was mention of Paige and Emily like possibly visiting each other, and so that made my heart happy. But anyway, I'm gonna get to that later. Oh my god, Emily's dad passed away. Mr. Fields passed away. And when they said that, I almost cried, okay? I love the relationship that she had with her dad. Like, they were so close, and I still remember that scene when she came out to him and he just accepted her, you know, unlike her mom. I mean, her mom is accepting now, but I don't know, I just thought that scene was so good. And not only that scene, but just the way that you can tell that they have a close relationship. And to hear that her father passed away, you know, in the army, that just broke my heart. That was so sad. And so Emily comes back to Rosewood with a huge secret. I don't know if that's the secret because I don't know if the other girls know that. Aria works for a publisher. She's in like that writing that's very fitting for her. And somehow with her writing for a publisher, she ends up reconnecting with Ezra. Ezra, he does humanitarian work with that girl Nicole in South Africa, I believe. Then something happened. He didn't really say what happens, but he said that it was taken away from him. Goes back to Rosewood feeling broken. Develops a drinking problem, it seems like, that they were describing. A lot of emotionalness. So that'll be interesting to see. Caleb, he's still with the hacking computer thing. Yeah, that was a great way to describe it. Also, it was mentioned that there's a new girl in this series. I forgot her name. Did they mention her name? I don't know. Somehow she ends up in Toby's life, so I don't know if that's gonna be a new love interest. It'll probably be, most likely, and somehow ends up in the storyline. So that's pretty interesting to look forward to. Also, forgot to mention, Spencer is now finally living in the barn. 6.5 seasons, she's finally living in that barn. Radley Sanitarium is now a hotel, like a really like nice and fancy hotel, which is a little creepy, not gonna lie. But yeah, it's really interesting. I did not see that coming. We also have a scene that's not part of the 5 years forward, but that happens 3 months later since we saw the girls. And it's a scene with Dr. Sullivan, Jason, and Allison, and they're at a psychiatric place. It's like time to meet Charlotte, and I guess she's been getting like help there and therapy. Allison hugs her, and then Jason hugs her. Yeah, it was a pretty like cool scene. Marlene asks Sasha if she thinks that Allison forgave Cece slash Charlotte, and like some things can't be like unforgiven. It was something like that, but she's, you know, she can really see a change in Charlotte, and she's trying to help her, and they're kind of like going through it together, you know, like from all the stuff that happened to them in the past 5 years. Like they're all like mourning, I guess, together, so they're kind of getting like somewhat close. I really don't know how to feel about Charlotte. Like, I wouldn't forgive her like super fast, but at the same time, I guess you feel bad for her in a way, like in a weird way. Like, I don't know, like I feel kind of bad for saying that because all of the shit that she put them through, you know, but at the same time you kind of feel bad. Like, you get me? Am I the only one? I don't know. Also, it's mentioned that Allison has a secret relationship with Charlotte's doctor. So now we have Ezria 2.0. There's a lot of interviews with the set designers as well, and the costume and makeup and hair people, and I was really bummed to not see Mandy Line in this. And if you don't know, Mandy Line is their costume designer, well, now previous costume designer, and she is not their costume designer anymore. I guess since like 6B, you know, they're not in high school anymore, they need a new one. But there's like a different lady there, which she seems pretty cool, but I'll just miss Mandy Line and her designs. I follow her on Instagram and Twitter, and she seems like a pretty cool lady. But yeah, just kind of sad. A little sad. But I'm still excited to see like what this new costume designer can create. See a scene of the four girls reuniting and hugging, and there was like a cute Hannah moment. Allison calls them all back to Rosewood for Charlotte's hearing, if she should be released or not, because she's been going through all this treatment, and the judges need to know if, like, they need to hear from people who were a part of that whole situation with her tormenting them, like if she should be released or not. I don't know how the girls feel about it, but it seems like Allison, like, she trusts her more, I guess. There was a Mona and Allison scene at the end, and Allison is teaching. Class is over, and Mona is sitting in the back of the desk. At first, Mona asks like about the girls, like, oh, have you talked to Arya lately, and Spencer and Hannah? And then she mentions how about Emily. Allison says like each little thing for the girls, but for Emily, she said that she mentioned Paige, that Emily was visiting Paige, and literally, I kid you not, I screamed. Like, I kind of wish I filmed my reaction for that, but I screamed. I was not expecting that at all. It just made my life. But anyway, it was like a kind of cool, cute moment that they threw in there for us Paley fans. I know there's not like a whole lot, but we exist. The whole point Mona is there is not to catch up with Allison. Allison knows that Mona is not telling the truth, and that's not the reason why she's there. The reason why she's there is because she is gonna start her new career, and she's scared that Charlotte hasn't changed, and she's scared that Charlotte will read stuff about her. And so Mona's like worried about that, and Allison tells her that she's changed and she's been seeing her, and Mona doesn't seem to believe it, so she wants to see Charlotte for herself. And it doesn't seem like Allison is too fond of the idea because, like, I don't know, like, that would be kind of triggering, I would think, for Charlotte. I just don't think that's a good idea either. But Mona walks out and she doesn't walk away completely. She's like kind of listening behind the walls, and Allison seems to call her boyfriend, which is Charlotte's doctor, saying that Mona wanted to visit her. There's a new big bad. The girls are back in Rosewood. They start receiving like texts again, and they all know it's not from Charlotte because Charlotte is like good and all. So it's not her. So who the hell is this person? And it's not like petty type of like blackmail or like high school stuff, you know. It's like worse, like haunting you and paranoia. So this 6B is gonna be good. I can already tell it's gonna be really different, I feel like, but you still feel like it's PLL but just different. I also feel like it's gonna be different. It's because of ABC Family transforming into Freeform. Like Freeform, they probably have more like space, show more like dark scenes, I guess, and more sexual scenes. I feel like it's gonna be a great start. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for 6B? Let me know. I'll be back with my recap for the premiere of 6B. If you guys have a great Thanksgiving, if you celebrate it. Also coming up is a really exciting collab I'm doing with one of my subscribers slash new friends here on YouTube. We're doing like a short film that's like PLL parody on his channel, and so I'll link his channel down below. I don't know when it'll be up yet, but it'll be up soon. I'll let you guys know. I'll also be doing a video on my channel soon, so yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, bye guys, peace out.